Ready for a deep dive into gold?
Let's do it.
This time of year, gold is everywhere.
Yeah, you see it all over the place.
Decorations and gifts
And in jewelry, especially.
But gold is more than just a pretty thing, right?
Absolutely.
It's a major investment.
Mm-mm.
So this season, we're digging into gold.
Both as a seasonal commodity.
And as a long-term investment.
Exactly.
And we've brought in a real expert.
Oh, well, thank you.
Who's going to help us understand all of this.
Happy to be here.
So let's jump right in.
Okay.
The holidays are coming up.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
And we all know that means lots of gold jewelry.
Right.
But is there an economic trend tied to that?
There really is.
Like, do gold prices actually go up during the holidays?
They tend to, yeah.
Huh, interesting.
It's a combination of things.
Okay.
There's definitely a cultural aspect to it.
Like gift giving.
Exactly.
You give gold jewelry as a gift.
Right.
Or gold coins even.
Sure, that too.
And that's been going on for ages.
Oh, yeah, for thousands of years.
It makes sense. Gold is so durable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful, right?
Valuable.
So what are some of the cultural traditions you were talking about?
Well, think of Diwali in India.
Okay.
Gold is a really important part of that celebration.
As gifts.
Yes, and as a symbol of prosperity and good luck.
Mm.
And then, of course, you have Christmas in many Western cultures,
Yeah.
where gold jewelry is also a very popular gift.
So it's like a global thing.
It really is.
But back to the economics of it all.
Sure.
You said gold prices usually rise in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, historically, that's been the trend.
Is it just because of the holidays, though?
It's a factor, but it's not the only one.
Okay.
You also have to consider things like,
Global demand.
yes, global economic conditions.
The value of the dollar.
That too, currency fluctuation.
Geopolitical events.
No, absolutely. All of those things can impact the price of gold.
So it's more complicated than just holiday shopping.
Right. It's a complex interplay of factors.
So even if gold prices tend to rise this time of year,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a guarantee.
Exactly. There's always some risk involved.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about gold as an investment,
Okay, sure.
not just a seasonal thing.
Right. Long term.
People always say gold is a safe haven asset.
Yeah, you hear that a lot.
But what does that really mean?
Well, it means that when the economy gets shaky.
During recessions or times of uncertainty,
Yeah, exactly.
people turn to gold
That's right.
because it tends to hold its value.
Exactly.
So it's like a safety net.
In a way, yes.
Okay, so help me understand this.
Sure.
Why does gold hold its value when other things are going down?
Well, gold is a finite resource.
There's only so much of it in the world.
Exactly.
Unlike, say, paper money.
Which can be printed endlessly, yeah.
Right, so that scarcity gives gold its value.
Exactly.
It can't just be created out of thin air.
Right, it has intrinsic value.
And that makes it a good hedge against inflation.
Yes. Exactly.
Because as prices rise,
Yeah.
gold tends to hold its value.
Right, it helps preserve your purchasing power.
Okay, and the other thing about gold,
Yes.
it's not directly tied to the stock market.
That's right. They often move independently of each other.
So when the stock market is down,
Gold might be up, or at least stable.
so it's like diversifying your portfolio,
Exactly.
not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
It's like with food, you don't want to just eat donuts.
Huh. Right, you need a balanced diet.
You need some fruit and some protein.
Mm-hmm.
Same with investments,
Absolutely. You want a mix of assets.
to balance out the risk.
Exactly.
So how do people actually invest in gold?
Well, there are a few ways.
Right.
You can buy physical gold.
Like gold bars,
Yes. Or coins.
even jewelry,
Yeah. But with physical gold, you have to worry about storage.
and security.
Exactly.
What about gold ETFs?
Those are a good option too.
What's an ETF?
It stands for Exchange Traded Fund.
Okay,
And it's basically a basket of gold-related assets.
so you're not buying actual gold.
No, but you're still exposed to the price of gold.
And they're easier to buy and sell than physical gold.
Exactly. They're more liquid.
And then there are gold mining stocks.
Right.
Those are a bit riskier though,
It
right?
can be. Yeah.
Because they depend on the performance of the mining companies.
Exactly.
Okay, so those are the different ways to invest in gold.
Hmm.
So we've talked about seasonal demand for gold
Right.
and its role as a safe haven investment.
Yes.
Is there any connection between the two?
That's a good question.
Like, does holiday demand ever actually influence the global price of gold?
Well, it can cause some short-term fluctuations.
Okay.
But in the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
it's not a major driver of the market.
So the global investment market for gold is much bigger.
Right. It's influenced by things like central bank policies,
Geopolitical events.
exactly, and macroeconomic trends.
So holiday shopping is just a drop in the bucket.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so after this deep dive into gold, what will you do with this knowledge?
That's up to you.
Will you be looking at that gold necklace a little differently this year?
Maybe.
Maybe thinking about adding some gold to your portfolio?
Could be.
Whatever you decide,
Yeah,
make sure to do your research
absolutely.
and consider your own financial goals,
And your risk tolerance.
because that's how you make the best investment decisions.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into gold.
It was my pleasure.